Hey there, Lysandra Eckert here. And I wanted to shoot this video based on a coaching call I had with a new client. And one of the pieces of advice I gave to her was for her to get out of her own way. And she said to me that she'd heard that before, but really didn't understand what that meant. And I thought, wow, that is so powerful, because you know what? For a long time, I had heard the same thing too. And a lot of times in business, that's the advice that we give, but I think we take for granted that people automatically know what that means. And so what I want to share with you today is, if you've heard that piece of advice, get out of your own way, but really didn't understand what that meant, I want you to listen up. So first, let's talk about how we are in our own way. Well, let's look at preconceived notions, those assumptions that you make about things in life. So for instance, you may look at someone and think they don't want to hear about what you have to say, what you might have to offer, that you might think that they don't need it or anything like that, without you having any verifiable proof, right? Without you having anything to back that up. Okay, that's being in your own way, because you're letting that preconceived notion stop you from doing what you think you should. It's also unfounded fears. What do you mean? Well, fear of how you might look in front of people, fear of rejection, just all of those fears that you think, oh my gosh, if I do this, this could happen, this could happen, this could happen, right? Well, the thing about it is that if you just decide that's going to happen without even trying, then you're right. Okay? You are ultimately going to be right. But if you decide to put aside that fear and move forward anyway, then you never know what the outcome may be. You might find out that, yeah, you were right. Well, really, have you lost anything? No. But what if you did not act and you found out at some point that you were wrong? Okay? So that, having those unfounded fears, preconceived notions, those are the ways that you are in your way, in your own way. You're giving yourself these reasons or excuses for you to not take the steps that you need to take in whatever you're doing in business, whether it is approaching a new client, whether it is sharing what you have to offer to people around you. And listen, is everybody going to want what you have? Absolutely not. They're not going to necessarily always want what you sell. They're not going to want to hear what you have to say. They're not going to want your opinions. They're not going to want a whole bunch of stuff. You can't control that. But what you can control is how you react, how you present yourself, how you go forward. So when you hear someone say to you, get out of your own way, understand how you are in your way first, okay? And that's just by having these unfounded thoughts and fears and notions, preconceived notions, but they really have no foundation. And listen, just because, and this is what I said to my new client, just because you've always felt something, you've always felt like people were staring at you, or you always felt like the world was flat, doesn't mean you felt the right way, okay? Feelings change. So with that, if you have heard that advice, get out of your own way, ask yourself, do I have preconceived notions? What do I think right now? What do I think about this? Do I have fears? And listen, the bravest people it wasn't that they were never scared, it's that they persevered and they went forward in spite of fear. Okay? So with that being said, I really hope this helps you out in clearing up what that really means. And hey, if we're not connected on Facebook, I'd love to get to know you. Click on the link below, and I'll see you on the next video. All right? Get out of your own way. Click on the link. I'll see you later. Bye.